Dienstag ist Dilemmatag. This week we are tackling a planet mission, and it's going to be the TNG bridge crew's turn to see whether they can clear the dilemma combo to the last one and solve the mission. Let's go into Lecky. As you can see, our mission here is this one, and our crew today is the TNG bridge crew. We have Beverly rather than Pulaski, we have Worf rather than Tasha, and Wesley comes along for the ride. Okay, they've beamed down and they encounter the first dilemma. It is the M113 creature. Place on mission, now an end of every player's turn, kills one of the player's personnel here. Opponent's choice, human if possible. Cure with 2x ability here. Now what's important here is that we can only cure the dilemma after the initial kill. So first of all, our opponent gets to kill somebody, but it can't be a human. So Data is out, Worf is out, and we are going to go for Beverly because she's got X ability. So with her killed, Data alone doesn't have enough X ability to cure the creature, so it's placed on the mission. Doesn't say anything about stopping, so let's move on. Next up, it's the Horta. Now an end of every player's turn kills one of the player's personnel present. We can't do anything about this, so let's shuffle the crew and let's kill the leftmost personnel. It's Geordi. So now we get a chance to cure the dilemma. We need double leadership, double mind meld, and double exobology. We don't have any mind meld, so like the creature, it's placed on the mission. Again, nothing about stopping, so we move on to the last dilemma. And it's one of the most popular dilemmas in the current meta. It's misinterpreted history. Personnel present with highest cunning or most treachery is killed. Opponent's choice. Now, where this one gets really devious is that if we have no treachery at all, then all our personnel are tied for highest treachery at 0 treachery. That means our opponent gets to kill anyone of their choice. And of course, they're going to pick one of the guys we need to get past sentence here. To get past requires law and archaeology, or exo and double leadership, or a president. Let's talk about the last requirement first, a president. That's of course not a skill, but that's one of the things that can appear in the lore section of the personnel here. And it's a rather rare one. If we look at the list of presidents, we see that there are only 9 presidents in total in the game. 3 of them are Federation, 3 are Starfleet. There are 2 non-aligned options in Lincoln and the President of Earth, but really that's not something that you usually have to worry about. So we can ignore that for the moment. So really the realistic options are law and archaeology. We don't have any law on these personnel because that's a skill that was introduced later. So future versions of these characters or later versions of these characters might have law. Archaeology is there. Or the other option, exo and 2 leadership. Now that we have exo and double leadership on Picard and Riker. So of course our opponent would decide to take out one of them. Let's go for Data. And since we cannot fulfill the requirements here, our awaiting will be stopped. And then at the end of the turn, both these cards that were placed on the mission will trigger an additional kill. Let's take the random kill for the Horta first. Again, shuffle and let's kill the leftmost personnel. That's Riker. And then our opponent gets to choose a non-human to be killed, a human to be killed with the creature. And of course, they're going for Picard here. So that leaves us with an away team of 3 personnel from a starting 8. We don't have a single leadership left. We don't have a single exobology left. We don't have a single law or a single archaeology left to help us get through this dilemma. So even though we managed to get to the last dilemma on our first attempt, we don't have any of the skills left to beat it. And when we want to clear the dilemma combo, of course, we still have to take into account that our opponent gets to kill the highest cunning or the most treachery personnel first. So we probably need some skill redundancy or a good spread of personnel so that we have a dummy that they can choose, maybe somebody with treachery or somebody with treachery and high cunning. So our guys with the necessary skills are not eligible targets for these choice kills there. So definitely a deceptively easy combo. It's always good to clear 2 dilemmas right away, but the last one can turn out to be really tricky. And just to give you an idea of how good this is, I've run this combo against all the bridge crews of the different series, original series, Next Generation, DS9, Voyager, and also Enterprise, and none of the bridge crews were able to get past this dilemma. Voyager had the best shot because they had some of the skills left, but all the others were more or less stripped of all the skills they needed to get through. Of course, if you play a non-Federation or non-Starfleet faction that has a lot more treachery available, then of course you can cope much better with the misinterpreted history kill, because you might have a treachery personnel that the opponent can select and you don't give them all your away team open for selection. Okay, now what if you play traditional format? Of course, then you lose the misinterpreted history and you also lose the M113 creature, but you can more or less replicate this effect by choosing different dilemmas. For example, as our lead-in dilemma, we could use Volcanic Eruption. Like the creature, it first kills a personnel and then is placed on the planet. Then we continue with the Horta for another kill. And then we can use the Spatial Rift. And if you're playing with traditional cards, that probably means you're also playing with the pre-errata version of Spatial Rift, which is much more powerful. So you would have random kill, chance to lose 2 personnel and then run into a wall. Then the Horta triggers another kill, and then at the start of your next turn, before you get to do anything, the Volcanic Eruption triggers another kill. So this might actually end up killing or discarding more personnel, but what you lose here is the choice component. You would have to do it all with random selections, and the opponent cannot actually go after specific personnel that they need to take out to make it harder to get past the Spatial Rift. Alright, that's it for this time. Next time we're having a look at a Space Dilemma combo again. Until next time, bye bye.